Luxury, one word which has got lot of definition and varies according to individuals. But according to some of the leading dictionary, the luxury means a state of great comfort or elegance, especially when involving great expense. Another one quote that a pleasure obtained only rarely. But I think this definition has to be changed because there are a lot of other aspects to the luxury. Even the minimalistic approach can be luxury, which has been proved by a car recently. So I am going to hunt out that car and find out how the minimalistic approach can be luxurious. Swedish luxury car maker Volvo always had an identity among its rivals. It may be known for its safety, but always it had different identity on the design and styling of their cars. The cars like the P1800, 940 were really big example for distinct identity among its rival, and now they are playing a different game with the parenting of Geely. After they got the new game with the Geely, they have a lot of money to spend on R&D and design, and they are very brave to bring out a very new design language which was introduced with the XC90. So we have the sedan form of that design, which is the S90, with a very minimalistic way to express the luxury. So today we are going to have a close look of the all new S90, and let's see how Volvo is going to emerge into the luxury sedan market in India. The market may be trending and emerging towards SUV, but if you want to define the real luxury and elegance, it should be in the form of sedan or three-box. Volvo is known for their three-box design like the 940 and previous generation S80. But with the new S90, they have formed a very distinct design philosophy, which is mainly the straight lines and the long hood and the proportion. The straight line has been inspired from the yacht, and you can see on the shoulder it's a very straight line. It's a clean design, I would say, and the long hood proportion may be inspired from the ultra premium segment, and the long treatment for the roof line with a curvish coupe-like finish and the flat boot lid make it a very distinct proportion from what is offered right now in the segment, which is very attractive, I would say. It is having a very clean design and minimalistic approach with some attractive chrome treatment, gives a very elegant look for the side profile. In Flywheel, when we choose the car of the year in 2016, which was XC90, one of the parameters we checked was the design. The XC90 was one of the most attractive car available in India right here, and it was having a very distinct identity among its rivals, and the design language was very new and fresh. So with this S90 also, in this segment, we are getting a very fresh design with very distinct lines and curves, and we can see a very different identity for the Volvo as such. The new toss hammer LED treatment is one of the attractions which is very distinct from any of the cars available in the market. The grille has been inspired from the P1800 ES, which was the estate version and one of the best looking car of that era, with a convex grille with 32 slats, and it looked very attractive. When the car comes opposite, it's having a very huge presence, which is very important for any luxury cars which are playing in India, because for Indians, look really matters. So when it turned out to the rear, I think it's the most attractive part of this design, at least for me. I think the treatment is given very distinctly. The C treatment on this tail light, which is not seen in any of the cars, is a merge between Volvo's modernity and heritage. This treatment is very different when you see the car passing in your front or maybe on your side mirror. It looks very different, and it has got its own identity, which loudly speak out it's a Volvo S90. And the treatment which is taken from the heritage is the placing of the new Volvo logo, which is spread throughout the center portion of this boot. And the flat design give another presence from the rear portion, which look the car as a huge car than what it is in person. The 18-inch 10-spoke alloys of Volvo S90 very much gel with the elegant design of this car. The attraction is the 245/45 rubber, which give a higher profile and won't compromise on the ride quality of this car. The outside rearview mirror is another design element of this car. Lot of chrome has been given on the front, rear and side profile to give more presence, and it is more evident with the darker colors. The boot has given a gesture control which can be opened by waving your leg under the rear bumper. And once it is open, it's having the largest boot space in this class. Minimalism can be luxurious. That's what evident in this interior. Volvo's new philosophy has turned out to be one of the most attractive and luxurious interior in this business now. Let's take the dashboard now. It's having a very distinct design philosophy. It's minimalistic but very modern. The treatment given for this screen, which is vertical, which is very common for us with our smartphones in use. So Volvo's claim that it is very convenient to use such screen than the horizontal one. There is a lot of attention to detail given, especially on this knob, the start button and the drive mode selection. The treatment is like which we've seen in the design watches. So that gives another luxury feel for this interior. The dashboard design is also not a driver-centric one, it's a straight one, but it gives a lot of luxury feel which we've seen in the ultra-premium segment. Altogether, the interior quality is of top-notch, the material usage, fit and finish, and the craftsmanship is evident everywhere. The color treatment is also eye-pleasing with blending of beige and black. In between there is a wood treatment which is not given a lacquer or vinyl finish, which is mostly seen on the luxury car. It's very matte and have a very natural touch and feel for this. Another attractive element in this interior is a chrome treatment, which is one piece chrome starts from the left air vent and in this steering wheel end. So that's one piece, another attractive element for this interior. The exclusivity of this interior is seen on the keys, which is wrapped with the same leather used for the upholstery. The clean zone climate control AC is very efficient, especially on this heat condition where we tested the car. New S90 has been powered by Volvo's latest IAT engine with the 2-liter displacement. It may sound a little small, but the output is 190 HP and 400 Nm of torque. In fact, I can't blame it as such because all the manufacturers in this segment are having such a small engine. Take the 520D or maybe Audi A with the 2-liter, Mercedes with 250. Everybody is having a smaller engine. It's not a big gap for Volvo having a smaller engine. But they would be offering a D5 engine very soon, maybe early next year. This engine has been mated to 8-speed gearbox, which is a smooth gearbox. Although the powertrain is more on a easily going manner, because it's not a very hardcore powertrain to push the car to the limit or something. But if you want to, you can select the dynamic mode over here and you can have a little more peppy ride. But certain sporty things like the paddle shift are missing in this car. But it is not actually meant for that. So if you are keen about that, there are more players with such pedigree in this segment. But Volvo, as you know, has some edge on some other aspects. One such thing is the lane keeping assistance, which is available here. See, I am trying to pull the car to the right of this track, but seeing the marking on the road, it is actually vibrating and pulling it to the left. So I was actually driving the car yesterday. First I thought there is some problem with the wheel or tire, but later I understood it's been pulling back to the left line. Volvo is not recommending to pull your steering over from this because it is not safe as it is not fully automated. It has been controlled by the camera over here, which is used for many other features like night vision. So if you are departing from the lane, it is actually pulling back. See, if there is a marking, it has actually been noticed. But the drawback is in India, There are a lot of roads without any marking. Even when you are going on a straight road with marking, at moment it has been vanished, so this get deactivated. So not a proper system, but just an assisting system. When it comes to the living in this car, I would say it's one of the refined cars in this segment. Engine may be a little noisy outside, but once you're here, you may be noticing it is not that loud. The road noise and even the wind noise is minimal. The NVH level altogether has been controlled a lot. There's a lot of acoustics gone to the wheel arches, and there is double glazed glass which control the noise from the outside. What most attractive about this car is the suspension. Even with an 18-inch but higher profile tire, it's having a very sublime ride. It is very critical for this segment. Most of the customers would be sitting in the rear seat and would be mostly enjoying the ride. Even if they are driving, they will be most enjoying the brushy or comfortable ride in this car. For that, this suspension is actually very good advantage. Well-tuned suspension for Indian roads. So we had all patches of roads yesterday, potholes, very rough roads. Even the road looked nice in this part of the country. It's not that smooth. So you could really judge the suspension with that road condition, and it was performing very well on the comfort part. Even if you want to push the car, you won't get disappointed. The powertrain is not that bad. It is peppy. If you want to select a dynamic, you can move like this. And suspension is also not that soft to pull out a lot of body roll. It is basically a front wheel drive architecture, but it's not having so much oversteer so that we lose the control or confidence while you're driving. The steering is soft and very responsive. So this is another factor which add on to the comfort of this car. Volvo is always known for their seats, and it's not different with the S90. They have improved a lot. Normally they consult with the leading orthopedic surgeons to design the seat in a way that it will give most of the support for your back. The rear seat is also very comfortable. There is enough space and roominess, but I expect to have a little more thigh support. But the third passenger in the center would find it difficult because of the huge transmission tunnel. So it is basically a very comfortable car for 4 adults than for the 5 passenger. Coming to the entertainment, it is having one of the best sound system in its class, which is Box & Vixen 19 speaker sound system. It's a mind-blowing sound system which we are experienced in XC90. A lot of adjustment can be done. It can even individualize for your taste if you're driving it alone. Very versatile sound system. You can experience it here. I'm not basically a music guy, but the precision of this music really can be enjoyed in this Box & Vixen sound system. So friends, we are trying to do the automatic parking. Both ways it's available, perpendicular and parallel. What I'm trying to do is the perpendicular one. The car has detected one parking slot for the perpendicular one. Then I just need to follow the instruction. Select the reverse gear. I'm not doing anything right now, see. So just applying the brake. So it's showing to do forward, maybe to align properly. So this is park in. With this salt, you can also do the park out. So once you select park out, this all new S90 was one of the most anticipated cars to launch in India. I was looking forward for this car to come, and the experience, I have to say, was actually amazing. I was having a very good time with the car for the last 24 to 30 hours now. I was having a very good drive on the Jaisalmer highway. We clocked around 200 plus kilometers, and the experience is brilliant. It's a more refined car. It is a new trend to the segment. The minimalistic approach to the Volvo's design is really effective. It's having a really different class and statement for this car. Hope you guys enjoy this all new S90 along with me in Hanmust on Wheels. Keep sending us your feedback to our Flywheel. You can follow me on my Twitter or maybe on Facebook account, or you can even see some snaps in my Instagram account. You can subscribe this channel. You can have more videos coming up. You can also suggest me what you want to see. So until then, have a safe driving and enjoy your video.